Today I'm going to talk about Emgality, one of the migraine prevention medications that are out there. Hey everybody, my name is Jason with Jabby's Treasures. First time here, I'm a chronic and severe migraine sufferer, and I started a segment here on my channel, Jabby's Treasures, to share my experiences with migraine and how I'm feeling. Today, I'm going to talk about one of the first medications that I was given after discussing my symptoms with my medical team, and that's Emgality. Emgality is one of the CGRP or calcitonin gene-related peptide medicines that are out there. It's a monoclonal antibody that is supposed to help prevent migraine. It binds to the CGRP and blocks it from binding to the receptors in your brain. Now, all of that technical talk, that's a very funny way of just saying it's supposed to help prevent migraines. I've said before, I'm not a doctor, I don't have any medical training, and I can only speak based on my experiences, so that's about as technical as I'm going to get when it comes to describing the medicine. Emgality is given as an injection, and it comes in an easy-to-use pen-like contraption so that you can self-administer it. It's done in 3 simple steps. You take the pen, it looks like an EpiPen if anyone's used an EpiPen for like allergies and stuff, but you take the cap off, you place the pen against your body. I used my thigh. It was just easier than trying to reach around to put it in an arm. You put it up flush against your body, you twist the cap that says on or off, you turn it on, and you push the button on the pen. The medicine then will start injecting into you. You'll feel a slight pinch, a little less than a bee sting, and then you keep holding that button and until you hear it click again, and the needle will retract back into the compartment. Really easy to use, in my opinion. It was no pain. Like I say, just that you do feel the needle initially. Feels a little less than a bee sting to me, and you want to use it. Of course, you want to put it in a place that has some fat to it, has some padding. I wouldn't want to try to do it in my arm or my foot or somewhere where the bones are so close to the top of the skin. So putting it in your thigh into a nice fatty place, and it made it really easy to use. So when I first started Emgality, I was given what they call a loading dose, and I think that's pretty much the same for everybody. Basically, it meant I had 2 injections. After that, each month, it was one injection per month. Even though the needle retracts into the pen with Emgality, I would highly recommend getting a sharps container. It just helps protect anyone from accidentally getting poked or jabbed, and helps ensure proper disposal of the whole container. You can get sharps containers at your local drugstore. Sometimes you can get them from your doctor. You just have to ask them. And then sometimes the medicine companies themselves will provide them for free. The best way to find out is just to check the websites and ask around. But the red boxes that you see hanging in the doctor's office that will securely store your sharps after they've been used. One thing that I'm very concerned about and hyper aware of is side effects of medicines. I never want to be creating another medical issue while trying to take care of another. I also want to know if a medicine is going to make me drowsy or dizzy, or if there's anything else that could affect my daily activities, like driving, because many times I'm a stay-at-home dad. I have to go pick up the kids, and I need to know what effect medicines are going to have on me. Again, other than a little pain at the injection site, which lasts just a few minutes, there are no side effects at all for me when taking Emgality. So they definitely, that's a huge positive to take. I mentioned that I no longer take Emgality. If it was one of the first medicines, if you've been following along, I still get the migraines, and after months of my doctor and I discussing Emgality, we just decided it just wasn't working for me, and I stopped taking. I did start taking another medicine, which I'll discuss in a future video. But now, just because it didn't work for me, it doesn't mean it couldn't work for someone else. You really have to discuss it with your medical team and discuss your symptoms and discuss how you're feeling. I've heard a lot of people say great things about Emgality. that's one thing that makes migraine so difficult, is that everyone is different and reacts to the medicines different. As a summary, ease of use, Emgality gets a huge plus. It's so easy. Everything works in one little pen. It's so easy to use, and the pain is, you just unlock it and press the button, and it administers the medicine right into your body. So it gets a plus there. In terms of side effects, it gets another plus for me. Again, no side effects, a little pain at the injection site, but I didn't have any of the other major issues that come along with some of the medicines. And then for effectiveness, I'm going to give it a neutral, because it did work for a little bit, but it just didn't last. The effectiveness didn't last for me, so I had to switch on to something else. In future videos, I'm going to discuss the other medications as I talked about, and my experiences with them. I also plan on posting videos on things like migraine aura, which I do get an aura before my migraines come, which is a little bit different than a lot of people's, but it is there. I will be posting on how to advocate for yourself with your medical team, how migraine has affected my family, me and my family, because it has affected my family, even though they don't get the pain or the vertigo like I do. They're affected in a different way, and a whole lot more. You may know, part of my migraine journey here on YouTube is I post a daily video showing my migraine compass, which summarizes how I felt the day before. And if you want to see kind of the beginning of the migraine compass, I'll link to that video in the description, how I started it and what the directions on the compass mean. Some days are great, and some days are just miserable, and those miserable days are more than I'd like. It's a way for me to document my learning, document my journey for me and my family. It's also a way for other migraine sufferers to relate and know that they are not alone, and someone can understand what is often just shrugged off as a headache. And believe me, we know better, don't we? Thanks for taking the time to hear about my experiences with Emgality. Please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon so you know you'll get notified when I post new content or go live. Thank you again. Take care. Talk to you soon.